大家好，我们想介绍一下那个 Orbit AI 项目。我是尼基塔，他是乔治。我希望大家喜欢我们的想法。Hello everyone, today we're going to present the project Orbit AI. My name is Nick. This is George. Nice to meet you. So, okay. Yeah. So right now, Earth faces two main bottlenecks. Every year, any computer needs more and more power, and basically that means that we need more AI computation. Computers they getting hotter, and that creates a huge demand for the AI computation, which in the future the Earth will not be able to make. So half of the electricity is used not even for the AI computation, but to the cooling of the computers. So what that means? That cooling is about 40% of the total power. Also, right now the big engines they are growing. We need more and more computation to perform really high-end AI tasks running the AI models. And for also the other thing is that right now there is also this the legal vulnerability because the government can easily at any time shut down the models, come to the house and do whatever they need because they comply with it should be compliant with the law. And also there are around 2.6 billion people that are still offline. So for example, in 2021, AWS, they shut down the project that is called Parler. It is a social platform. And they were out of the game for around 2 months, which is really like a big amount of the time. So that's why we built two solutions. First solution is the Destar AI. It is a solar-powered, orbit-based, naturally cooled AI computing system. So what it allows to do is to run AI models in the space. The second is the Destar link, which is we will provide the global connectivity to any user at any point, providing them the centralized internet. So with these two projects combined, we will create the orbital cloud where data flows, computes, and verifies in space. So right now, all the big players like the Google Cloud, Amazon, Starlink, they all compete for the AI computing in space, but they are the centralized, which is the main problem. Also, Earth-based AI centers, they are energy hungry, and what that means that the cooling requires the air conditioners, fans, in order to be produced. In the space, the whole energy is free because it is powered by the sun. And also, government in the space could not come to you and say to you to give their AI models or any private keys to them. 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we have two satellites, which will happen one in the December 10th, which is 4 days from now, and the second one will happen in Q1. So the first one is will combine two technologies. The first one is it will perform the first blockchain transaction signature with real AI orbit compute in space. And the second one will have a billboard so the people can upload their content in the space, and that will be shown on this billboard so everybody can see that. Next slide. So in total cost, we have $140 million for running it on Earth. But in space, what we need is just to install the solar panels. And because the radiative cooling is free, it accounts for zero cost. So we save around 95% of costs just by computing in space. Next slide. Okay. Yeah, this is our NVIDIA chip that will be installed into the satellite, into the hardware. And we will create the AI marketplace that connects model builders, satellite chain holders that will hold the NFT. So our real world asset is a satellite, and the NFT holders will be the users that will gain the dividends, as well as the developers. But our main clients will be the government or B2B clients, and we will get the real cash flow from them. Now I want to explain a bit. I want to. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So basically, this is our satellite that we are building right now. Yeah. So that will be launched in 4 days from now in space.
It's always cool to see something very interesting and innovative. You know, we have a lot of lending protocols, so congrats for that, guys. There's one thing I wanted to mention. I do agree with you that the space-based asset market is something which is currently very underserved by traditional investment, also by founders. You know, even myself in 5 years of doing VC full time, looking at frontier and emerging technologies, I have only ever seen one other orbital-based startup. My main question is, you have managed to demonstrate, obviously, a solution for CapEx, which is the main restraint. I wanted to ask, do you have a plan for how this might be viewed by governments or regulators or regulatory agencies? Obviously, they have never seen anything like this. I'm just curious.
Yeah, so basically, for example, you said about the government and about regulatories, right? For example, if you talk about the wildfires, right, in California, they really need the predictive and accurate results of where exactly the wildfire will happen. We can do that from space and do all computations, AI model running in space, which is very efficient. Yes, and there are a lot of, like, even in the defense side, in the government side, all these B2B big clients, they need the space, the satellites, in order to manage and run the specific tasks for their own needs that they need. Or detecting the wildfires, or analyzing the terrestrial the terrain, or understanding where vehicles are basically located on the Earth. So that's really important. Yeah.
Thank you. Quick question on my side. Like, do you know how much? I guess you know how much, like, does it cost to send one satellite?
Yeah, one satellite is $1 million. Yeah, we will have a launch in 4 days on December 10th.
And in terms of output, like, how many satellites would you need, like, to give the same, like, computing power than like a traditional farm, centralized?
Yeah, so we will mention that we will gain, firstly, we will launch on 4 days. The first one, which will do the first blockchain transaction between the Earth and space. And the second one will build basically the protocol, and we also will perform the, as my brother said, about the camera thing, to being able to show the whole terrestrial, as I said before, about the wildfires. And so we need, then we'll scale in about 3 years to up to around 50 satellites. Yeah, so basically we want to build, not even rent them, because we understand that there are a lot of players right now, satellites, in the space, like from the SpaceX, the big companies, right?
Because we are pioneering in this world.
Yeah. So the first satellite is basically on our money. We will launch it. The second is also on our money. And then, if we will fundraise enough money, right now we are fundraising about $5 million, around 1.5 million already secured of the sum, to be able to launch the 5 satellites for now.